Hi everyone, it's me Gus. As many of my friends know, my dad passed away on Friday, December 18th. I want to take a moment to once again thank all my friends who have reached out to me personally and made sure I was okay. Thank you for the cornbread and mac and cheese and cookies and the Christmas cards and presents. When I was at my lowest, it was your friendship, caring, and love that kept me above water. I can't say I've had it easy since my dad passed, but knowing that you all had me and my family in your hearts made the sad moments pass a little faster. I haven't spoken to many people over the past 10 days because my emotions were very raw. I was angry and hurt, and I'll say it again, very angry. It's been 10 days now and 2 full days since I've cried over his loss. I know my dad didn't like to see or show emotion, so I'm sure he's looking down at me and thankful that the tears have stopped. Now, I'd like to share with you what happened the day my dad died, so I don't have to repeat myself over and over again. My dad contracted COVID-19 from someone at work. It led to pneumonia, which eventually led to him being put on a respirator. On the Wednesday before his death, we were told that my dad's organs were shutting down and that he may not make it through the night. That night and the next, we all lived by our phones, waiting for bad news from the hospital. But there was no call. On Friday morning, my sister called me in tears. Gus, come here. We have to say goodbye to Pop. He's not letting go. You have to say goodbye. Drove over to Salinas and we made our way to the hospital. As the nurses were dressing us in PPE, I looked in the hospital room and there was my dad, laying in bed, sleeping, hooked up to machines, a pale reflection of the man I knew. He looked old and tired. I felt he wasn't there anymore, but my sister insisted that he could hear us. My sister sobbed and begged my dad to let go. She said that he was the best dad ever and that we would take care of Mom. That was my dad's biggest concern. He didn't want to make my mom sad. I'm sure that the recent wedding anniversary was still on his mind. I told my dad that he was the best dad ever and that he worked so hard for us to never need anything. And even when we were poor, he made sure that we didn't feel like we were. I told him that I loved him so much and that he raised us right and that we promised to take care of Mom. I repeated that Mom would never be alone. I looked at him at a final time and I said, Pop, por favor, descansa. Todo está bien. I love you, Pop. Yeah. Yeah, descansa. It's okay to let go, and we love you. We were escorted out of the room, and my sister had to sign for the removal of life support since my mom and dad were still too sick, and they weren't able to see him in person. By the time we got back to my parents' house, less than an hour later, the hospital called to notify us that my dad had already passed away. I'm so angry that my dad didn't die the way he wanted to. COVID stripped him of his dignity. I'm sure he would have wanted the whole family around him during his final minutes, but that wasn't meant to be. The prayers didn't work. The pleas made to God went ignored. It's going to be a long time before faith returns to our family. Anyhow, we're all feeling better now. No more crying, just sadness that is soon to be replaced, I'm sure, with memories of the good times when my dad would make us laugh, and memories of what a dedicated man he was to his work, and especially to his family. That's it. That's all for now. My dad would not want me having, my dad will not be having a memorial or anything like that, because that is his wish. Still, just because we aren't going to have a memorial, it doesn't mean that you can't do a toast in honor of my pop, Jorge Romero Ceballos, aka El Ceballitos. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you all in person sooner than later. I love you all. Goodbye.